Welcome to Cumtown Premium, and you guys might have noticed that we don't do theme music anymore. We got rid of it.
Are we gonna get different theme music?
I don't know, probably not. I don't think there's a reason to even have theme music.
What if we just go, boom, like we do it?
I think you can get sued for that too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
Tim Allen called us and threatened to fuck us in the ass if we didn't stop using the music.
Well, no. So I did Lewis's podcast. He's like, "What are you gonna do when you guys actually have an audience and you get sued?" You know, and I was like, I don't think about things.
yeah. He's called Cumtown.
I'm not worried about it. It's not like, when the millions of times I got in my car drunk, I wasn't like, what's going to happen when I get pulled over for running over a family? I'm like, no, I just want to have a good time podcasting in my car while drunk, driving around podcasting.
This is the driving episode. We are all intoxicated. We just had
Shut the fuck up. I'm explaining why we're not doing the theme song. So Lewis says, he goes, well, what are you going to do when you get sued? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, all right, dude. And then he's like, what do you want for your intro music? And I was like, I guess the Home Improvement theme. And he's like, all right. And then he just plays it on his podcast. So I don't think, I guess Ari Shaffir just steals copyrighted material every episode. Yeah, he has a different.
Does he make money off his?
Probably.
Does he sell ads?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So my point is, if Tim Allen's listening, sue Ari Shaffir. Don't sue it. Or actually, you know what? The podcast is actually produced, and the guy who owns the podcast, I guess, because we never established that, because it is like a sort of a nascent business entity.
Yeah.
Seth Cockfield is the legal owner of the podcast.
Yeah,
we're just
sole
employees.
proprietor.
So we take a cut of the profits, which is 100%, and then Seth is the owner. So
we've negotiated a cut.
So Seth is legally responsible for anything we do on the podcast.
Yep.
So if you want to sue somebody, sue him. That being said, if you want to go ahead and try and produce your own theme music for the podcast, please do. Upload it to wherever. Send it to me. I won't listen to it and I won't respond to your message. So we're just gonna go no intro music from now on.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that works a little bit better. Adam, do you have coffee going?
I do. Yeah, it's going right now.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Shannon and Manch, LLP, leaders in lawyer development. Interesting that Adam has just mugs from law firms and banks in his apartment. We're in Adam's apartment today. Amber is mad at the podcast boys for doing too much podcasting and Casa
Oh
Del.
no! Now we don't fucking. Now we won't podcast in that fucking cat vomit smelling apartment, dude.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't like leaving my apartment.
Yeah, I know. We know that.
This is an objectively much nicer place to do it.
100%.
Yeah.
We should just do it here or at my place.
That's why Adam's like the worst member of the show, is because his life is so nice. Like
you do have the best life for sure.
You fuck too much and your apartment's too nice.
What's that? No,
You have the best life for sure.
I don't have a nice life at all.
You have a much better life.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
I have no
You
career
fuck?
in comedy. Which is
taller
why
than
I
me and
moved to
Stav.
New
You're
York.
taller, you fuck.
I'm marginally taller than you guys. Less strong, probably, than both
that's
of you.
true. That's absolutely true.
I lie to girls to have sex with them. I
Yeah,
don't know
but
if
I
that's
lie-
a good
Everyone
thing.
lies to girls. No one's told the truth and fucked ever.
It's never happened. That's,
Literally
that is
ever.
true. Yeah.
God didn't even do that. God fucked Mary and pretended he was an old man. He had to lie to to Jesus' mom to fuck her.
I actually
And
think what
that's
happened
God,
is
dude.
an angel sucked God's dick and spit the cum into Mary's
Yeah.
pussy.
Well, that's more of a Greek take on origin myths.
Yeah,
The Greeks
yeah.
love that shit.
I
Where it's
think,
like,
yeah, I read that.
Zeus pretends to be a fucking a
bull.
goose, and
Yeah,
a woman sucks the goose's head, and then the head turns into a dick,
Yeah.
and then she spits the cum into like a puppy's vagina,
Yeah,
and then that's where Hercules comes from.
Yeah, that is true. That happened. He was a product of a rape, right? Just like Jesus.
Everybody in Greek mythology is like rape.
No,
rapages.
no,
Yeah.
Zeus fucked good. Other people did.
Yeah,
Other people raped.
Zeus would
Yeah.
come down and fuck mortals, but Zeus's wife was Hera.
Hera.
And then they produced Ares. So Hercules was like the half brother of Ares.
Yeah, God of War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. but Hercules was cuter, and Ares was mad at him.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
one likes Hercules.
Yeah. And Kevin Sorbo does.
Well, my knowledge of Greek mythology comes from the show Hercules.
Yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
Yeah.
The show Xena.
Yeah.
And the video game God of War.
Yeah.
What about the Disney movie Hercules?
I didn't see it.
Pretty good. I mean, it was inaccurate, but pretty good.
I never saw it.
There was
But it's-
one of the
it's-
characters
it's-
says, "What are those?"
The bad guy. The bad guy.
About shoes.
The bad guy
Is that
in
where
that
that comes
movie
from,
is.
that meme?
Yeah.
It's what's his name?
Yeah,
The dead guy.
Hades. Yeah, I wanted to say Herod, but that was.
Yeah.
That's a real
What's his
treacherous
story?
Jew in real life.
It's
not
Persephone. Persephone in Hades. Is that the story?
Persephone. Yeah, she's the.
She eats the pomegranate and goes to hell.
exactly right. You know a shocking amount. Is that from God of War?
No, I think that's from actually reading Greek mythology.
Greek mythology is pretty tight. I used to
It's
know
cool.
that shit.
Yeah. I remember being a kid and reading it, and it's like, why the fuck isn't the Bible like this?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
so
it's
cool.
really
Everyone
sick.
fucks. Everyone
Yeah,
kills
they all have
people.
swords and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Everyone has superpowers. Like Ares is
Yeah,
a fucking
the
awesome
Bible is
fighter.
nothing but like Jews telling their sons what they can't do until their sons murder them.
I don't know. I like that version better.
Yeah, it sucks, dude.
I like
and every once in a while,
mean
God
dad
gets
version.
mad and
Yeah,
fucks everyone
destroys
up.
an
Yeah.
entire village. kills an entire village for being gay, for inventing being gay.
Or just like talking a different language.
Yeah,
that he doesn't
yeah.
understand.
Oh yeah, he got pissed off at because he destroys that tower.
Yeah, 'cause they knew a lot
he
of
does
languages.
9/11 on the Tower of Babel.
It was the first.
Because they
9/11.
invented
Yeah.
the Rosetta Stone,
yeah, yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah. He was a. I mean, I like that one.
Well, Greek mythology is great because it's like
They're deadbeat dads.
Well, any kind of like
God is a deadbeat
polytheistic religion, I
Uh-huh.
guess, is they always have imperfect beings as their deities.
Yeah.
So they're like, I mean, I guess not.
It's all Don Drapers. It's all fucking. It's like complicated.
Yeah.
Anti-heroes.
Yeah. Cool guys.
Yeah, cool guys that fuck.
Yeah.
They don't take care of their kids.
I guess they do the
Yeah,
same
good
thing with like
haircuts.
saints. That saints is as close as it gets to that.
Yeah, but saints have to be pussies and like good. They used to be cool, and then they come
Yeah.
to the church.
Catholicism is the closest like thing to polytheism because
Yeah.
they have the three deities.
Yeah.
The what's
That's
it
every.
called?
That's all fucking.
The Holy Trinity.
Trinity.
But that's
all
not. They're
Christianity.
all the
You
same.
fucking
though.
idiot.
No, that's not all Christianity. First of
Yes, it
all, no way.
Yes, it is.
No, Catholics are way
That's
more
like a
into the
basic
mom.
tenet of fucking.
No, evangelicals think that you could form a connection with God directly.
Yeah, but everyone
Prayer.
has the Trinity, bitch.
Yeah, the Holy Trinity.
they
is,
don't.
Don't fuck it. Do I tell you about yarmulkes?
They don't have the Trinity.
Yes, they do.
All right, well, look it up. Watch The Matrix.
I'll watch Matrix 3 Reloaded.
So what's the Neo supposed to be? What's he, Jesus?
Jesus.
He's Jesus, yeah.
It's
Okay.
all a Jesus allegory. You
But
find
isn't
out
that
in the
every
third
movie? Isn't every
Yeah,
movie
Star Wars, fucking.
Well, no, Star Wars is actually an Al Qaeda.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, really, the rebels are supposed to be Al Qaeda.
That's awesome.
Well,
The Empire is Western civilization.
Oh, tight.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, honestly, though, imagine that fucking world. Wouldn't you rather live on a Star Destroyer?
Hell yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Than
cool.
in the dumb
It looks
desert.
cool. And it's like, honestly, I don't understand what they do that's particularly bad. Other than, like, try to
They
kill the
destroy
people that are trying to
planets.
blow up their fucking space station.
No, they
Right.
they destroy it. They kill a lot of innocent people.
Isn't that's the argument in Clerks? Is that imagine how many like jobs the Death Star created?
Oh, yeah.
Right,
You know,
right.
and it's like, yeah, so they're not really that bad. We're getting into hackneyed territory.
Yeah, we're
And
summarizing.
when I
Kevin's
venture
comments.
outside of Star Wars to comment on the racist characters and which race each one is,
Uh-huh.
then I'm it's theater. I'm not speaking from a place of passion.
Yeah,
I only appreciate Star Wars for being,
yeah. For the racism.
for being the minstrel show that it is.
the Space Minstrel
Yeah.
Show.
A long time ago in a galaxy old far away. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was never really into Star Wars. I was more of a Star Trek kid.
Were you? I thought we were. I could have sworn we were doing a podcast and you said you'd never seen Star Trek and you didn't know what the holodeck was.
No, I never said that actually.
Who was it that I was talking to that they were?
I mean, I know what it was. I wasn't a big Star Trek guy, but I know what the fucking holodeck
no,
is.
there was someone I was talking to. They were talking about Star Trek. Who the fuck was it? Maybe it was like Dan
you
Soder
think-
or something.
Do you think you could get hard and put your dick in a holodeck into someone's pussy?
What do you? Yeah,
Like,
fuck
you're-
a simulate. I beat off the porn all the time. Of course I could fuck
Yeah,
a
basically.
simulation.
Holodeck
Oh
is
no, I'm
like
sorry.
PlayStation VR.
I'm thinking of the thing where they transport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe it
yeah.
was
You
maybe it
transport
was
just
Will
your
Menaker.
dick?
I don't fuck who the fuck was it was someone that was like jarring that they were like, yeah, apparently on Star Trek they had this like fantasy room where you could go in.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, what, the holodeck? And they were
Will
like, yeah.
seems like a tricky kind of guy.
I know, but it was bizarre. Whoever they fucking were, I'm like, are you fucking with me? I'm like, because I would get it if you were trying to do a bit and it just sort of fell flat.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
would say
yeah.
that. And they're like,
Yeah.
no, I had no idea. Which seems like there's people that think they're being funny and they say weird shit like that.
Right.
And it's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? You know, that's
Who
not a joke.
cares?
You're just lying.
Right.
I work with a guy like that. He's always like, you know, I'm like, well, what time will we be done today? And he'll be like, probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh shit, all right. And he's like,
What a fucking
he
piece
goes,
of shit.
Nick, I'm kidding. And it's like, okay, well, half the time it is that fucking.
Was he the guy that sent the Fry memes like to complain
No,
about?
no, that guy sucked.
Oh, Fry memes.
Oh, man.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Fry memes and Wonka memes. Those are the best
Yeah,
ones. Those together, that's
Yeah.
quite a fucking 1-2 combo.
That's the worst part. You become a comedian and you have like you know, more of like a discerning understanding of like what, you know, is good, funny, and what is stupid.
Oh,
and shit.
100%.
And then you go work a job and people are like, wow, I can't believe you're a comedian because you're like not funny at all. And it's like, yeah, I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to talk to you. I want to get through this fucking shitty day with shitty people. I hate working at Papa John's. I wish I was dead.
Also, I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
fucking kill myself in the walk-in. I don't want to be here. And then regular people, like, I mean, like, you know, those guys, they'll joke around, and the way they joke around is like that kind of way, like lying.
Right.
And they think it's funny. I worked with, I knew this guy one time, and there's a guy I lived with who was actually, he did comedy for a while. I'm pretty sure he quit, but he's a nice guy. I don't want to throw him under the bus, but not particularly funny. So he goes, you know, we were on our way to this venue that I had never been to, and he was like, this is actually where they shot that Foot Clan scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, it's like a skateboard venue, and it's like, you know, that
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's awesome, you know? And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah. And so I'm telling people, I'm like, yeah, we're going to this place. Apparently it's where they like shot the, you know. And then we get there, and I'm like, this isn't the place where they shot it. He was like, you believe that? I'm like, why wouldn't I fucking believe that? He was like, I was
not a
joking.
joke.
Yeah,
You just
it's-
presented it
has
as a
zero
fact.
fucking context. You just say a thing. I got point over here. I'm like, oh yeah, that's actually the house Sally Fields grew up in. And you're like, really? I'm like, no, idiot. You thought Sally Fields grew up at some point? She's famous, dude. God, why don't you learn how to fucking take a joke?
Sally Fields was, even when she was young, she was like, she looked old. She looked
She
like
looked
a hot,
like a mom.
yeah, hot
Was her
mom.
first thing she was a nun? That was like her first thing. The flying nun was the first thing she got
She was in the
famous for?
Flying Nun. Was she in Gilligan's Island? No.
No.
Boy.
Gilligan's Island was Mort Saul, Donald